recent decades, India has faced growing challenges from rapid urbanization. To better manage its cities, Indian urban local bodies need to be empowered with greater autonomy, modern tools, and innovative solutions. In line with this goal, in 2020, Praja achieved a significant milestone by releasing the first ever Urban Governance Index or UGI. This groundbreaking index serves as a comprehensive data repository mapping urban governance reforms and performance across the nation. For the first time, various stakeholders, including governments, city councillors, corporations, and the public, were provided with a vital resource for understanding the state of urban governance in India. Urban Governance Index outlines clear pathways towards meaningful empowerment of city governments. These pathways can be summarized as follows. Empowering city leadership. City representatives and administrators must be entrusted with full responsibility of managing local government as they understand their community's needs. They must be given a strong mandate to craft policies and the power to implement those policies effectively to benefit the residents they serve. Strengthening access to resources for city governments. City governments must have the ability to access and generate the resources essential for managing their cities effectively. This includes not only strengthening municipal finances but also access to critical assets like technology and skilled human resources. Engaging citizens in the governance process. To engage citizens in local governance, it is essential to create accessible platforms for interaction with local governments. This will allow citizens to voice concerns and participate in decision making. Equally important is raising awareness so that people feel empowered to use these tools. These pathways outlined by UGI will lead our city governance systems to become more attuned to local needs and more empowered to address those needs. Armed with this tool, Praja's team embarked on a nationwide journey, engaging with stakeholders at the levels of union, state and city governments to advocate for and drive meaningful reforms. At the union level, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs invited Praja to be a part of the drafting committee, with Praja's UGI serving as the foundational framework for 3 pivotal policy papers on India's urbanization. In June 2022, these papers were presented to the Honorable Prime Minister of India during the Conference with States in Dharamshala. In May 2024, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs held a 2-day Chintan Shivir on the theme of reimagining urban India. Key recommendations from Praja's Urban Governance Index were integrated into its policy outcomes. To further facilitate the reforms outlined by the UGI, Praja Foundation is actively forging strategic partnerships with multiple state and city governments across India to implement interventions that will strengthen local governance systems. MOUs have been exchanged between Praja and several other local authorities across India. These interventions focus on the following improvements. Establishing robust corporation procedure rules. These rules help in ensuring that the governance is carried out in a structured and efficient way, leading to improved service delivery for citizens. Implementing a mandatory training program for councillors. Such a training would prepare city councillors to actively participate in the decision-making process and make well-informed, effective decisions for their cities. Strengthening municipal finance. Financial empowerment of local governments is essential so that they can plan, allocate resources to, and execute local development projects. Advancing e-governance. By investing in building digital infrastructure and user-friendly platforms, cities can involve citizens in local decision-making, foster real-time communication, gather feedback, and empower communities. India's vision to become a developed nation by 2047 requires building strong, resilient, and advanced urban centers. Reforms and interventions laid out by the Urban Governance Index will be valuable in preparing our nation for the evolving demands of time. Our cities will lead the way in securing well-being for all its citizens and shaping the nation's development journey.